Are you not entertained?
Welcome to Hard to Entertain with Brandon and Trey. Take it away, boys.
Yo,
Take two.
take like 15. Yeah, we were fucking. First of all, we spent an hour and a half
Working on something for you guys.
working on a fucking transition, and then I fucking was freaking out because we thought we deleted some shit. And then we get everything hooked up, and we start recording, and all I hear in the background, Trey sitting there just talking, like,
Well, I just did
I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? I'm over here like plugging everything in.
keep on
plugging
going,
out.
Trey. Keep on going.
And
got
if you
this.
keep pausing every time I move, you're like, in the trailer. Like, looking at him, I was like, why is he fucking stopping? Obviously, I'm trying to fucking fix shit. And so we deleted that, started over after like 6 or 7 minutes, and then finally, like, we unplugged everything. I'm freaking out. I think Trey broke his goddamn mic. And then finally, like, oh, his mic cord's touching the PC. Just fucking having playback. God damn it. All right. Hey, Trey, guess what we're going to talk about? I don't fucking know. Who gives a shit? Hey, worked busy. Life sucks. How about for you? Oh, you got a puppy. All right, fucking move on. We already talked about it. Fuck you guys. How about that?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Fucking come fight me. What's up? All right.
Okay, I guess we're gonna go into
All
these.
right, we're going to start doing trailers because I don't got time to talk about your shit, Trey. I'm fucking hungry and I'm
Okay,
mad now.
Well, this is Hard to Entertain, episode 47. Thanks
Is it
everybody for
fucking
listening.
47?
Yes,
Jesus, fuck.
47. All right, let's get in these trailers.
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
It's trailer time. It's trailer time. It's trailer time. Trey wants to the trailers. Sit your ass down. It's time for the trailers.
Trailer time, bitches.
Okay, so
I got a preview, so now I can talk shit every time you put you're going to bring up a trailer.
yes, so the first trailer I got for you is Joker, Folie Douce. This is coming out October the 4th of this year. So
What is this?
that would be a charger.
It's like a power bank?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
Oh, it's got
anyways,
come on it.
no, it
Are
doesn't.
you coming on this charger, Trey? Did you just let
Jesus
me pick up a
Christ.
cum charger?
Maybe.
Trey's into chargers, guys. If you guys want to get him something for Christmas, he likes black short chargers.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Anyways,
Go look
so-
find him one of those.
So it's kind of it's gonna be very musical oriented, and this has got
Hello, my darling. Hello, mate.
yes, it's gonna have Joaquin Phoenix from the other movie, and then
It's gonna be like really?
Lady Gaga, no, Lady Gaga, and
It's gonna be like a musical.
it's gonna have a lot of music in it for sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
I already don't want to watch this.
Well, I didn't want to watch the first one, and I watched it once,
It was
like we talked
fine.
about. But yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be him meeting Harley Quinn for the first time, and then him getting out, and it looks like pretty much the first movie, but just with Lady Gaga in it. Anyways,
What a raving review for Trey.
I
It's
didn't-
like the first one, but it's got
I thought the first one's kind of a turd, and everybody loves it, and I don't understand why. Anyways, because I guess because of the Joker. But the next one I got for you is called "Fly Me to the Moon." This is coming out in July, starring Channing Tatum, Woody
Fly
Harrelson.
me to the moon. Let me.
He didn't know the next words.
Nope.
Scarlett Johansson and Woody Harrelson. This is about Scarlett Johansson is like a she's trying to sell NASA essentially because
She's trying to sell NASA.
yeah, well no she's like a
Hey,
marketer.
come on. Buy NASA.
She's like a marketing agent, but she's really good. And Channing Tatum is a NASA astronaut, and so NASA's not very good at marketing itself. So she ends up getting these actors to play the people to try to make it where they can get funding because they're trying to beat Rush to the Moon. But you also get to see Woody Harrelson is like a special agent, and he's like, well, we can't let them beat us. So even if we can't get to the moon first, we'll film a moon landing, so just in case we don't get there. And so it's interesting because, a lot of people theorize that we didn't ever go to the moon and that the film's fake. And but it looks interesting. The chemistry between Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson seems good. So ScarJo, she's hot. Anyways, next movie I got for you is If. This is coming out May 17th. This is starring.
We talked about this around. We talked about this one.
They did, but then they did a more full-length trailer. This is about all the adults that have imaginary friends. You know, when they were younger, their imaginary friends get left out, and so Ryan Reynolds and this little girl are managing to find more new kids for these imaginary friends.
New kids on a block suck a lot of cock.
That's not the word. It's New Kids on the Blocks had a lot of hits. Chinese food makes me sick.
That's fucking racist.
The next one I got for you is called Young Woman in the Sea. This is starring Daisy Ridley. It's where she's swimming the English Channel.
Is C short for
Nope,
letter
it's-
word?
it's
that
not.
starts with C.
It's not. This is coming out May 31st, and though this is just the woman's, she's trying to cross this English Channel, and a lot of the men in the area don't think she can do it, and she's trying to make her way
I'm
through it.
going to prove you wrong.
And this is a Disney Channel movie, or a Walt Disney movie. Excuse me, Jesus Christ. The next thing I got for you is called Dark Matter. This is coming out on Apple TV May 8th.
Ooh.
This is based on the novel.
Hey, I canceled my fucking Apple subscription because I just feel like lately they really put shit out.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same, or am I being a dick?
A lot of the things that I
And also,
Go
should I
ahead.
cancel my Hulu because I have the Disney Plus shit?
no,
Why
because
not?
you got to have the Hulu for it to work on the Disney Plus shit.
But I use 2 different accounts.
Oh,
My
okay.
Hulu account is not the same as my Disney Plus account.
Well, I mean, do what you want. I don't know if it's gonna make it where it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, well, because if everyone doesn't know, you can go on Disney Plus now, and it's got a Hulu tab. It used to have Pixar. Look, Trey, look at all this shit.
Look at this. Look at this shit. I like that we're not in video. Look at this shit, Trey.
Look at this shit, you dumb bitch. All right, just saying. All right, keep going. I don't know what the
Anyways,
fuck you're talking about.
So this is starring Joel Edgerton and Jennifer Connelly. It's a sci-fi.
Hey, did you hear
Jesus
that?
Christ! Are you gonna let me finish this
No
before
one
you
gives a
bring
shit,
up your
Trey.
shit?
No one cares.
It's about he goes in these boxes and he can go through parallel universes.
Yeah.
And so he can
Uh-huh.
jump into his other parallel lives.
Oh,
And he
okay.
gets stuck in one of the
Uh-huh.
other parallel lives and trying to get back to his family.
Okay. Okay. So
Anyways.
it's fucking that show from the 80s
I don't know what is that.
where he has to
Sliders? I don't know.
no, where he goes into someone's life for every once in a while.
The Pretender? I don't
No,
know.
he's he goes into different dimensions. He lives different lives.
No idea.
And one of them, everyone calls back to. He he wakes up and he's a handicapped person.
I don't know, but it
Starts with
sounds-
an R and into the tard.
Oh Jesus.
Someone listening, they're like, "Oh, that's fucking dude."
Yeah. Well, don't know what it is.
And they remade it just recently too.
Okay.
It was
Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap. Yeah, it's like that.
Okay.
Is it like that?
Maybe.
Yeah, who gives shit? So I heard that they're remaking Pirates, and instead of being Johnny Depp as Captain Black or Sparrow, whatever the fuck his name is,
Okay.
they're gonna do a black lady.
But I don't know.
No, I saw that.
You heard this?
hmm
You're
on Fox News.
You,
Dude, I wish I had a da-doom. Now that I know how to add shit, I'm gonna add one of those. Da-doom.
that was terrible.
Yeah. All right.
All right, moving on.
Are we fucking almost done with these goddamn things?
Yes.
Hurry up!
This is the shortest trailer section I've
Oh.
ever had.
I know we're fucking 8.5 minutes in, bitch.
So the next thing I have for you is coming out April 12th. It's
Whoop, whoop.
it's
Here comes the police.
Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
I thought that was already out. It's
Uh,
already out, bro.
Well, I know it just came out, but I just want people to watch it. It's a
Are
remake.
you
of-
telling people to watch it?
Yeah.
I want people to watch it. It's got Jesus in it.
Well, no, it doesn't.
Hey, did you know our local Galaxy is going to be doing a screening today of the new Henry Cavill movie? You had to be invited to it. I got invited to it.
Gentlemen, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. I don't got time.
But you love those movies.
I know.
Anyways, it's just it's a remake of the older movie but instead it's more of an urban film. So maybe give it a watch. The last thing I got for you is called Speak No Evil. It's starring James McAvoy. This is about a family that goes on a vacation, and I think it's either England or somewhere, one of the European countries. And they meet this guy. He's real nice to him. He invites him back to his house out in the hills, and to meet his family. And they're gonna have a dinner, and things go awry. It's a scary suspense film. I like James McAvoy. I mean,
Oh,
when he
okay.
did that, what was that one where he had multiple personalities?
Split.
Yeah, I thought that was fun. And he seems to really want to get into his characters. So, yeah. So that's pretty much it. That's all the trailers got for you.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Hey, we got through the trailers, Trey.
Yeah.
Is there any? Yeah, I don't give a shit. I was gonna ask you a question I didn't care about just cause, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that to you, Trey.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to the next segment.
Trey, what? Guess what time it is? What time is it? It's fucking TV time.
It's TV time, you dumb sluts.
Dumb.
So I want you to grab your significant other, be it a person or a basketball
Mm-hmm.
or a blow up doll,
Okay.
and go to the couch and watch some TV.
That's nice.
I want you to stream something.
No, you don't.
I want you to
We're getting
go to I want you to go to a site on your TV.
Okay.
Go to the browser.
Whether it be Hulu.
No, Trey.
No.
Not Hulu.
Shutter.
No, you're gonna go to your smart TV.
IFC.
All right, and you're gonna type in PORH
Oh. Jesus. No, we're not. No.
UB,
I don't think they have.
.com.
No, we're not, kids.
and then you're
That's-
gonna search anything your little heart desires.
That's a place for.
Then you report back here.
That's for grown folks, kids. Don't worry about what.
Yep. Guess
What?
what? They're gonna ask you if you're 18. Guess what? Guess what you do?
No.
Lie. lie.
You never lie. You
When
never
in
lie.
doubt, lie.
you
And
were
hear
gonna say-
it from me first. If someone catches you in a lie,
Yes.
you know what you do, Trey?
What?
Lie some more.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say your other saying.
What?
When in doubt, use your mouth.
When in doubt, crouch. All right.
Shit.
What you watching TV?
I don't.
Why'd you look at your book like you don't got shit?
Just because you're just so crazy.
You're crazy.
All right. So the first thing I
I'm
watched.
a wild, crazy kid.
I watched Fallout, the first episode.
I watched the first episode and a half.
Okay.
Here's my thing.
'Kay.
Before you start.
'Kay.
I have played about 30 seconds of
Yes.
Fallout 3, and that is about it.
I think that's it for me too.
Just because when I was like I was gonna get into it,
Yeah.
I started it and I was like, I realized how much I'd have to put into it
Yeah.
because it's like a what do they call it, like sandbox situation.
Uh-huh.
And so like there's a lot you can do. Just like what's the other one with the spaceships in the air and shit, and there's like 4 of them that Chris is into. That he's always talking about.
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. Same situation
game.
where I try to get into it.
Yeah.
It's just like I immediately realize like the amount of time, effort I'm gonna have to put into it, which is
Yeah.
probably why I play a lot of Madden and Call of Duty because
Yeah.
I can just
Jump
I can play
in,
one match,
leave.
one game, and just be like, all right, I'm good. I can fucking dip.
Right.
But yeah, what'd you think? It looks cool. I just don't understand what the fuck's going. Like it's almost like
Well, it's like the beginning.
like
of,
you're supposed to like it's like elbowing you aside, but you
Yeah.
know, from the game.
yeah.
Like the cola, like I know
Yeah.
a cola, but it's like the kid in the first episode.
Every
drinking
game
cola.
starts out like this, Brennan. Every game they start out, they open a vault, and then you have to go explore.
Oh, okay. So all the games are connected, kind of.
No, I mean it's just different eras. After I think that's what it
Each
is.
vault kind of opens up different times. Type
Yeah,
of situation. 'Cause
yeah.
I know there's like Fallout 1, 2, 3,
New
4,
Vegas.
and there's like New Vegas, and there's a 76,
Yeah.
which is like a side scroller, isn't it?
yeah, something like I don't fucking know.
But
I didn't play those
what do you
games.
think? I thought first of all,
I
the
thought-
effects are cool. I
Yeah.
thought the effects are cool. The animation's pretty dope
Yeah, I mean I
Um,
don't like the bouncing between stories between characters.
already.
I like one. Yeah, it's like okay, so the one girl is.
But
in-
I think I think it's gonna come together. At
Right,
some
of
point, like
course.
halfway through, I'd assume.
all the characters will meet up at some point.
Yeah.
But you got one
I'm
girl.
gonna give it a go.
One girl who's in the vault. You got one guy who's gonna become. He's a military dude. And
Yeah,
you
he's
got, what's the other person?
And the cowboy,
Oh, yeah. And that's the one where I'm just like, he's a zombie.
kinda.
He's been in a.
He goes. He's a mutant, is what they say.
Yeah.
Like he goes to sleep for like long periods of time.
Yeah.
And he comes back. Like he has some type of liquid.
He's like a bounty hunter or something.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
shit like that. And we try to bring him in.
He
and
kills them.
It looks cool so far.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I'm interested.
It's-
They definitely hooked me in. I think I'm
Yeah.
interested. I think I'm gonna watch it all.
Yeah.
I'm just curious on how like if I will get to a point if there's like a lot of those like elbowing like like, do you remember
Remember
the
the game?
from the
Remember that?
game?
Yeah.
I'll start like
You're like,
checking out because I'm like I don't know what the fuck you're talking.
remember I don't give a shit.
Yeah, just give me a good story.
Yeah.
But everyone, all the like the shit I've seen on like Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and shit is like, oh,
Yeah.
everyone thinks it's dope.
Right.
So I'll have to give it some time. But each episode's like an hour
Yeah,
plus.
yeah.
So I'm like,
The first episode was an hour and 20 minutes.
yeah.
and I
So I'm
was
like, yeah.
Jesus.
But
Okay.
that's on Amazon Prime if everyone's interested.
Yeah.
So, I've watched that one show with the one person Trey.
I love that
I'm just
show.
kidding.
It's so good.
I have it written down here. So the new season of Physical 100's out on Netflix. It's a Korean
Bodybuilder.
body like
Shit.
basically the concept is like what's the best body type to have, like is it, and what's the best, like, coming from what, job background or sport or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's mostly Koreans, and they'll throw a couple
Is it
people.
all like CrossFit shit?
Some of them are.
Yeah.
Like there's like sumo wrestlers, there's action stars, there's
Oh,
bodybuilders,
shit.
there's
Okay.
runners, there's firefighters, policemen, army people, jujitsu, skateboarders, dancers. I mean, it's like every
Okay.
genre, and it's just like the first one.
Yeah.
And there's like one black guy and like one white guy. Like they always throw like a couple like non-Koreans in there.
Gotta mix it up.
Yeah, and it's usually pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
it's dubbed,
Okay.
so it's a little funny
Not
because
gonna
like
watch that
sometimes the voices like don't match the body types and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's
then.
dubbed.
Maybe
It's not sub.
Dub, not
It's
okay.
dubbed.
Yeah.
And so it's cool. It's fun. It's cool. I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in, and it's generally the whole season's like 10.
Okay.
Um,
Halfway there.
yeah. So yeah.
All right.
Like the winner gets like it's like 13 million yuan,
Yeah.
and I looked it up, and it's like $300,000 like US,
That's pretty
which
good.
is not bad.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Take that. Take that.
All right.
So we've been watching this Next Level Chef with Mr. Gordon.
Mr. Gordon Ramsay. Oh, speaking of which,
Yeah.
I guess his fish and chips thing is opening up next month. That's in the
Oh.
row, and then his kitchen is going to be like 2 months after that.
That's awesome.
It's going to be local.
So
His
we're gonna
first
have
local.
all these Gordon Ramsay places out here.
2 of them. Well,
Yeah.
2 of them.
Hell's Kitchen.
That's in Tahoe,
Still in
South Lake, bitch.
Anyways, so if you haven't watched the show before, there's 3 levels, and all the food and stuff drops down the levels, and so as they decide what they're gonna cook that week, you have to grab your food off this like little elevator pitch thing as it comes down. It's been interesting. The show's I always feel like Gordon Ramsay isn't that tough on this show. It's like there's a girl and there's a guy, and the guy's okay, and the girl seems to be really rough on everybody. Yeah, it's been an interesting season. I feel like he's got too many shows now, though.
Yeah. I don't know. I still like him. It's just at some point it's like, well, it's just the same shit. I'm more into like he's cooking, and
Yeah.
that's what I don't get a lot of lately.
Yeah.
So like he did a show with 2 of his buddies from Europe called his road trips. They did like the Europe road trip,
Oh, yeah.
the America road trip, and they actually cook and stuff.
Right.
And then he has like his home cooking show he put out a few years ago, and F Word and stuff like that, where he's actually cooking and showing
Right.
you cooking and showing you ingredients and stuff. That's the shit that I'm interested in with him.
Yeah.
And like, of course, I like the every now and then all Hell's Kitchen you pop in and stuff. But like
Right.
when he's not cooking or showing how to cook and stuff, like
Yeah.
that's where I think he's interested. When he's cooking with other people and stuff,
Yeah.
I think the whole angry thing was like got him in the door. Like everyone, he was
Yeah.
well known and stuff. But I think at this point now, it's like cool for him to like go out and show you cooking and show like with celebrities and other people and other chefs and stuff. I think that's the interesting part.
Yeah, I'd rather watch F Word than watch most of the stuff.
Yeah, like I rewatch F Word all the time, or I'll watch The Chef with John Favreau and David Chung on there.
Yeah.
Like that's way more interesting to me,
Right.
where they bring on a celebrity and they cook and they talk about cooking and ingredients.
Right.
That's the shit that I'm interested in. But,
But-
all right, cool.
It's just they're just trying to put a spin on a cooking show. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to watch Gordon Ramsay and a couple, they have special guests done all the time, give it a watch.
Definitely. For show.
You have any other TV shows?
Yeah, I've been keeping up with X-Men 97.
That's what I was about to talk about
Um,
next. Did you watch
Slow
the-
burn.
Oh, no, this last episode,
I didn't
though.
get to watch one, but
Oh, shit.
obviously, so Disney on this series, they decided to go weekly episodes
Yeah.
instead of just throwing out a whole season.
Smart.
And I think so far I'm 4 episodes in. That means you're 5 episodes in.
Yep.
Good. I mean, I think you have to, in my opinion, you'll probably like it more if you kind of watch the 97. or the '90s show, or you grew up in that era where there was those Spider-Man, Superman, Batman.
You could watch. There's a YouTube where they do the whole.
Yeah, but I'm
show in
just saying, as
37 minutes or something like that.
the just the vibe of the show,
Right.
it's more of that the '90s
It still felt like a
Spider-Man,
fucking
the
soap opera.
Spidey, the '90s Superman, stuff like that. Where
Yeah.
it's like, that's my opinion. But
Yeah.
how do you feel about it?
I feel like it's pretty adult soap opera-y. I mean, like there's a lot more blood in this than there was in the original series. And I mean, you like get caught up in the character like any good soap opera. It's this Gene, I love you, but do you love me? Blah 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 blah. Rogue, you can't touch anybody because your powers, and Gambit's like, oh, I love you, Rogue, and it's interesting. But I mean, the last episode, I guess since you didn't watch it yet, I don't want to give it away, but Gambit makes a sacrifice, and the show it's going in a dark route. It's getting dark. The last episode was pretty rough. They go to Geonosia, and they have Magneto kind of be like the president.
Okay, that's where it's supposed to be like a safe haven for
The mutants.
the mutants.
And there's a giant robot that shows up, and shit goes awry, and it gets pretty sad. Anyways, so if you liked any of Disney's animation, this is pretty much as good as it gets right now. So, yeah, definitely recommend it.
Faux show. I don't get into television. You got any other television?
I mean, the last thing I'm gonna go with is I watched What Jennifer Did.
Or what did Jennifer do?
Is that what? Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
stupid.
And this is about the girl in Canada who was tied up, and her mother was shot and killed, and her father was shot and sent to the hospital. And you kind of find out what happened, like why it happened and what exactly happened.
Mhm.
It gets weird because like you assume this girl they got held up for money and stuff at their house, and it didn't end up being that way. It
It was one of those little inside job situations.
it was an inside job. Spoilers. You can skip ahead a little bit if you want to watch the show. She ends up actually. Well, it hasn't been exactly proven yet because at the end of the doc, they're going back to retrial because she's still claiming her innocence. But what they assume happened with all the information they got was that she had put a hit out on her parents because they were very controlling and they didn't like the boyfriend that she had, and so she decided that a way to make it where she could be with the guy she wanted to be with is that she would just have her parents killed, and then she would stage it to make it look like it was a home invasion gone wrong, but she kind of came out and it just didn't make any sense. Her story when she got caught was that she was tied up to this banister while they went and shot her parents, but her dad didn't die, and so that kind of screwed everything up. And so he is like, yeah, she came downstairs with the people when they after they shot my wife, and it got crazy. It's wild what somebody will do, and she was super young, like she's like 18 or 19.
Yeah.
And so
That sounds rough.
pretty crazy. But I mean, if you like these detective kind of like suspense things, it was good. I definitely recommend it. It's on Netflix and it just came out. So
More of a it's a movie, not a TV show. But we'll let it go, Trey.
kind of. I mean, come
It's an hour and a half, and it's one episode, is what it says. I just looked it up, Trey.
I know.
You fucking put it in the wrong
Well,
segment.
I'm putting it there
You're dumb.
because I don't
bitch.
have anything else to
Hey,
put.
hey, Trey.
Go ahead.
Trey.
What?
It's a movie.
It's a premiere.
It's a movie premiere.
Oh, look at that, Trey. Guess what we're going to talk about now?
I don't have a lot for
Hey,
this.
did we ever talk about the Vince Staples show? We did.
What's that?
The Vince Staples show? I talked about that.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure I wasn't going crazy. Okay, hey, yeah, we're talking about movies. And
Something we watched and we didn't talk about yet. Let's talk about Roadhouse real quick.
yeah, we're going to talk about it right now.
Okay.
Why not?
All right.
Okay, and it's fucking a movie.
Yeah.
We're only like 3.5 weeks late, but hey, we did it. We watched it last week before the podcast, but we totally forgot to talk about it.
Yes.
So it counts as if we watched it right before it came out, right after it came
That's
out.
right.
So,
That's right.
so if anyone has a problem with that, go fuck your mother.
We're right here.
Go fuck your mother.
All right, Brandon. So what did you think about this movie?
Well, that was hilarious.
You liked it?
I didn't like it. I didn't hate it. I thought it was fine. I thought that I don't know what was going on with Connor. I think it would have been better if he just played himself instead of did this like weird like I thought he was trying not to do his accent,
Yes.
but he was, and they even said he was from Ireland in
Yeah.
it. but then he had this he was like quasi American, quasi Irish accent.
Right.
I think it's just the way he was trying to act it up. I think obviously for his first movie, he really didn't know how just to be himself, which would have been fine. But he has he has some pretty funny moments, like him just being butt naked, or him walking up to the house and be like, "Where the fuck is everybody?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I thought it was fine. I thought Jake Gyllenhaal did a good job. I thought overall, I don't know if the storyline exactly made much sense, but I thought overall I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a if I had to be honest, I liked it better than the original.
Yeah.
I think the original was fucking boring.
I think I don't think he honestly it didn't feel like Conor McGregor was acting at all. I felt like it was just all right, Conor McGregor.
I think he was doing a version of himself.
Yeah, yes,
because it definitely wasn't himself, but he was doing a version of himself.
And then it was like, okay, Conor, we don't really have a backstory for your character, so you're just gonna show up. And
yeah, well, they never really
you're the
why,
hitman.
Why he's the hitman or how he got into it, but yeah.
And then what was the other? Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal. Dude is super jacked.
Yeah.
I was like, what happened?
Yeah, I was watching it, and I remember when at UFC 290, I think, is when they filmed all those UFC. They actually filmed at a UFC event.
Okay.
So they were even in the that weigh-in, that was real.
Yeah.
That was at a real weigh-in.
That's awesome.
And they filmed. They're like, okay, guys, Jake actually got on the scale and was like, and did the whole thing, and even did a walkout. They let him walk out. That's why all that's real. Because if not, it would all had to been CG or really expensive to shoot. And that was how, because Connor's boys with Dana, Dana was like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And so that's why they filmed it and were able to get in the ring. All the ring stuff is obviously in a studio, but,
right.
but the walkout and then the walk back was all real.
Yeah.
Which is shot in real life, which is cool.
So we're 3 weeks in. So a quick recap what the movie's about. So he used to be an MMA fighter. He ends up he almost kills his friend during a fight. Because he loses control of his temper, and so he ends up taking a bouncer role at a bar.
Yeah, well, yeah, he starts fighting on little cards, like little bar fights.
Yeah.
To make money, and then some lady asks him.
Funny scene in that though. Post Malone's like, I ain't fucking fighting that guy.
Yeah. Post Malone's like the winner, like the whole night, and then he comes in, and he basically just gives up.
Yeah.
And so, but she finds him at a bar fighting. Is like, hey, come be a bouncer, and then he helps clean up the bar.
Yeah.
And they're trying to destroy the bar because they want to buy the land.
Yes.
Essentially, what it turns out to.
And then one thing really. These two guys are taking an ungodly amount of damage that we could not take.
No.
They would have died real quick.
Yeah.
And they're just like, it's okay, let's keep on fighting. And,
Yeah, they get stabbed and all this other shit. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought it was good though. I thought it was my honest opinion was that it was a fine, fun movie.
Yeah.
It was better than I thought it was going to be for
And this
Conor
was
McGregor's
Amazon,
first movie,
yeah?
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
They really wanted a theatrical release, but Amazon said no. And in my honest opinion, I thought it was better than I thought it was much more exciting and more things were going on than the first movie. I thought the first movie, it was like kick, talk, like come on.
Right.
Versus this one, it had good pockets of action throughout.
Okay.
So there we
All right, here we go. So what do you rate it?
go. Knuckle bump.
So you liked it a little more than I did. So I was probably gonna go nod.
Not across the room.
Head nod. Yep.
All right,
Yep,
cool.
yep.
All right, good.
Yep.
Good to know. All right, what do you got? What's
All right,
what's
so-
next for you?
Premiere.
Premiere.
So I watched Kung Fu Panda 4.
Me too. Watched it this morning with Delilah.
Okay.
Hey there, Delilah. What is it like in New York City?
Anyways, so you'll notice from this movie, none of the cast wanted to come back.
Well, yeah, they're like Jackie Chan, Angelina Jolie,
Everyone.
Seth Rogen, all David Cross. Were all like, no,
we're not doing this.
At the end, they're like midway. They're like, "Where's the Furious 5?" They're like, "Oh, they're all fighting other things."
Yeah.
And at the very end, they come back and they don't say anything the whole time. It's just them doing a mini training montage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So first off, I thought the animation was good.
Oh, it's way better than Netflix's TV series.
Oh
Jesus.
yeah, I think it's on par with the theatrical release ones.
Of course.
Little different. I would say I can definitely tell a tad difference in the styles.
Just a smidge.
Just a smidge, but nothing crazy. You get all the original voice actors coming back,
Right.
the ones that they got to come back.
Right.
And So I thought it was
What's the woman's name who does who played
Aquafina,
no,
Oh.
not the fox.
the villain.
Yeah.
I forget her name, but she's from
Suicide Squad.
Everything All at Once, and she is from I can look it up real quick, but
Yeah.
she's also from the newest brother's son Netflix show. She's the mom in that.
Yeah, I always just
I
said.
forget her name, but go ahead, keep going.
So I thought it was an interesting movie because it's they're always just transitioning to the next phase of what the panda has to do.
Yeah,
And
it's
so-
basically him having to move on from being the dragon warrior, which
Right.
is all he's known to be.
So it was one of those where I'm like, as soon as you met this fox,
Oh shit! I was wrong. I'm sorry. That's Viola Davis.
yeah,
I
this
did not
chick from
know.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I did not know that was her. I thought it was
Oh,
somebody
okay.
else completely.
All right. Yeah, so Viola Davis plays the villain in this. What is her name? What's the name of the character? The iguana?
The chameleon.
Chameleon. And so with this character, she can change and be anybody she wants to be. So the apply is that she's going to go into the spirit world and take all the kung fu because she couldn't do kung fu and she could do magic. And so she used it as a way of being able to take over, essentially. And so the dragon warrior has got to stop her from taking all these people's powers.
Yeah.
And so she to find her, she meets a fox who's a thief, and she says that she's going to show her where it is. And it's kind of a double cross. She ends up giving her the staff that can connect her to the spirit world. And
Yeah. So as far as 1, 2, 3, and 4,
yes,
I would say it goes 1, 2, 4, 3, in my opinion. As far as quality of movie, storyline, and stuff, that's my opinion. How do you feel?
1, 3, 4, 2.
Oh, okay. You like 3 more than 2.
Yes,
So you liked the spirit realm stuff more than the inner peace stuff.
I like
Because the inner peace stuff with the peacock was number 2. All right. So number 1, Concrete Panda 1 is
the tiger.
is the tiger and becoming the dragon warrior.
Yes,
Number 2 is inner peace with the peacock. So he has to find his inner peace and
yes,
fight
but
the
they're
peacock.
shooting the cannons.
Exactly. Number 4 is he has to
Number 3.
Number 3, sorry, he has to be okay with his past,
Uh-huh.
fighting the ox, and going into the panda village, finding his real dad,
Yes.
and all the pandas because no one had seen pandas
Right.
and stuff.
Right.
And number 4 is transitioning from the dragon warrior to
The master.
the master of peace or peace,
Yeah.
the leader of the peace or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
and fighting the
And
chameleon.
picking the next dragon warrior.
Exactly, and being okay with moving on.
Yes.
It's okay. It was
Yeah.
it was okay. It was better than as far as kid movies this year.
Mhm.
It's probably the best kids movie so far I've seen this year.
Yeah.
Because Will Wonka came out in December, so that doesn't count.
Yeah.
So like it was better than Migration.
Yeah. Migration was tough.
We'll see when these like Inside 2 comes out and stuff like that. If it's how it holds up. I'm sure those ones will be better because they're kind of legacy movies. So,
So I'm gonna go.
I would assume this is probably it for Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, I would think
Yeah.
so.
So I would go Not Across the Room.
I'm gonna go knuckle bump on this one.
Knuckle Bump. Okay, you guys a little bit more than I did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you got next? I'll go ahead and go. Trey, I've
I
got.
don't have anything else.
Oh, I've got a few.
Okay.
All right. So it'll be the Brandon cast. Did I talk about Arthur the King
No.
in the last episode? I don't think I did.
No, I don't think so.
So I went and watched Arthur the King with Mark Wahlberg, based on a true story of a decathlon kind of. It's like the survival race. Essentially, he did a race. Mark Wahlberg wasn't taking an opinion of his crew because he had to do it in 4 people.
Right.
And they lost on the first day.
Right.
And so 4 years later, because they do it like every 4 years, he decides to try it one more again to finish first. He gets like a crew of like mishmash people, and halfway through the race, he finds his dog
Right.
and helps the dog out, and the dog kind of helps them. Avoids from apparently like walking off a ledge and
Yeah, because
shortcuts.
they're like, how the hell did you get here?
Exactly, and all these shortcuts and stuff. And at the very end, the last leg of the race is that they have to kayak to the finish line. It's like a 5-mile kayak, and so
Holy
they're
crap.
like way in the lead,
Right.
and or they're a little behind, but they got like all this rest, and so they're like we'll be able to catch up. and so they're kayaking and they can't take the dog. The race says, "Hey, you can't take the dog in the kayak. It's not safe.
Goodness
like
gracious.
you can't do that." And he's like, "Oh, okay, I have to leave you, buddy." So they go and they're kayaking and they're like catching up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're right there. We're all feel great, and they're slowing down.
Right.
Like the people are in front of them. And the dog jumps out in the water and starts trying to swim with him.
Oh no!
And he starts drowning.
Oh no!
So Mark Wahlberg, they're like, it's just a dog. We're right there. We're gonna win. And so they decide. He's like, no, that's fucked up.
I'm getting his dog.
So he turns around. They get the dog, and they come in second place.
Oh.
And the team that beat them was like, if you wouldn't have went back for the dog, you would have beat us. There's no way. We were gassed.
Yeah.
And then the dog's sick, and he's like a street dog, and so
Yeah.
they start making him better, and he's like, he's got, he needs to see he needs to have surgery, but we can't do that in Brazil. We don't have vets like that.
Right.
And he's like, well, I'm gonna take him to America, and Brazil's like, no, it's a fucking mutt. But then everyone's like, and so they take him and
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
Did
It's
they
like,
save the dog?
yeah, of course they did.
Oh, thank God.
It's a happy-go-lucky story.
Yes.
It's good. I mean, if you like dogs, it's a racing movie, and I spoiled all of it, but it's good. It's Mark Wahlberg.
Nice.
It's probably his highest-rated movie he's done in quite some time.
It's not that sword fighting one where he was like going through time and
Jesus,
shit.
No, he got like an 85% on Rotten Tomatoes for this
That's
movie.
pretty good. That's
Yeah,
pretty
good.
good. All
All
right. So, what do you grade it?
Knuckle Bump. It was a good watch.
Okay.
It was a fun watch. I also watched this weekend Civil War, the new A24 movie.
Yes.
And so it's about if America went into a second Civil War.
Critics gave this a 93 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Maggie Gyllenhaal. No, not Maggie Gyllenhaal. Kristen Dunst. Dunst.
That sounds good.
Ron Swanson. I forget his real
I'm
name.
gonna say every time I see a trailer for this, it looks cheap.
So it is A24. It's
Right.
an independent studio.
Right.
And so essentially the thing is, they don't really give you much backstory.
Okay.
They kind of just drop you in
It's a war.
into a Civil War.
Yeah.
You're kind of trying to suss out who's the good guys and bad guys. So at first you're kind of thinking that the normal people are the bad guys, right? And that because they're shooting at the army essentially.
Right.
And so you're really trying to suss out like why this happened. They really never kind of tell you. The only thing they really hint at is that he forced himself into a third term,
Oh, so he got a third time. The president.
which is you're not supposed to
Okay.
be able to do
Right,
that.
right.
And so, but they really don't talk much about that. There obviously is some division. They kind of talk about like
Is it
red
East
state,
Coast,
blue
West
state.
Coast?
Not really.
No?
It's kind of weird. It's more about ideology more
Okay.
than anything. So it's less about states. There are a few states like the Florida secessionists and the Texas secessionists, and
They become like their own countries.
kinda. And so like the big thing is that it's like you get dropped in with reporters.
Yeah.
And so reporters they're like taking photos and stuff, and so you follow their journey where they're trying to get. It's towards the end of the Civil War where he's gonna lose, and he plays a semi Donald Trump type character,
Okay.
and so it talks about journalism and like is it okay to take pictures of all this other stuff and
Right.
so
is it-
essentially
Is it shot like found footage?
it's no, it's
Yeah,
definitely
okay,
not.
Okay.
It's definitely of the same direction style as like Purge, like just the way it's shot.
Okay.
But it's totally different storyline. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go as far as nowhere near 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's
Yeah.
kind of insane.
Yeah.
And it ends weird. In my opinion, like it's kind of anticlimactic
Okay.
ending. But essentially, you come to find out like, or you realize like, oh, you side with the secessionists. Like oh, okay.
Yep.
But it's weird seeing like American kill American soldiers. Like it kind of gave you a bit of like. This is weird.
This is going.
Like it's a weird
Crazy,
feeling to
yeah,
watch. Like
yeah.
it's not something that happens in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
And so I'm not gonna give away the ending, but I think in my opinion, it's definitely like a home watch. I would not waste my money again to see this in the theaters. There's nothing about it is theatery.
Okay.
I would give it a nod across the room probably.
Wow.
It's definitely
Okay.
that's like a mid-level, maybe low to mid-level movie.
Yeah.
90 on Rotten Tomatoes is fucking insane.
So would you say this or Night with the Devil?
I'd take this overnight with the devil. For
Would
sure.
you? Oh,
yeah, if I
okay.
had to choose.
Like
the
Night
two.
with the Devil. Okay.
Yeah, and they're different vibes, 100% different vibes.
Right.
so,
I'm just saying they're both small
Yeah.
budget
Yeah. So
films. So
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Okay, you got anything else, you dumb bitch?
No, I only had.
And it's
Kung
just
Fu
this time
Panda.
of the year, dude. It's not gonna
Garbage.
until spring kind of rolls around, like
Yeah.
early spring or late spring, early summer, where they're like, okay, shit's popping.
Yeah, we can
It's
go.
like late
People are gonna go
April,
out,
like
yeah.
late April, early May, it's just gonna start popping, and we'll have a bunch of shit, and all the shows start again and
Yep.
stuff. So, all right, let's go to our next segment, which we have fucking new intro. Everyone, you ready? You dumb bitches? Let's hear it.
When the world needed direction,
It called upon its last hope.
two brothers,
One studio.
Hard to Entertain, is proud to present
Flashback. Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, if you don't like it, fuck your mother.
Well, I'm not gonna go
If
that
you did
far.
like it, fuck me. Ooh, fuck.
Okay.
All right, Trey. Let me
Let's
just
boot
hit
this
the
bad
play
boy up.
here. All right. Hit that. Oh, hey, I'm on the wrong video.
He's
All
on
right. Let's see if there's any commercials because I'm not gonna give free. I will, Mister something domination. All right, hold on. It's connecting. Okay. Done.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
here we go. And you ready, Trey?
I'm ready.
Jesus Christ.
This is the official trailer.
What's gone into them? They're all worked up today.
I would have gotten it already. 20th Century Fox.
Something extraordinary. Extraordinary and disturbing, that is. You recall what you said about how...
I have no
global
idea what
melting
this
might
is.
disrupt the North Atlantic current. Yes.
Godzilla. I don't know.
I think it's happening.
Folks, we've hit some unusual turbulence.
I have no idea what this is. Battleship.
We do.
Save as many as you can.
No? All right, folks. Trey is stupid.
I failed. I failed you guys.
Failed. It is The Day After Tomorrow with
Oh yes.
Jake
yeah.
Gyllenhaal
I-
and Dennis Quaid. I watched it because of the Jake Gyllenhaal Connect. Right?
There was no way I was gonna figure that one out.
Disaster Day movie, probably one of my favorite, Trey.
Yeah, it's a good.
So
movie.
it's like the polar ice caps, the magnetic poles are swapping, and so it's creating all this crazy weather. And so the crux of the movie is like all these crazy weather things are happening. The biggest being a sub-zero like hurricane, essentially, where the eye is like below, like 30, 40 below, and everything is freezing. And Dennis Quaid's trying to get to his son Jake Gyllenhaal in New York,
yeah,
and to save him from freezing to death. And it's fucking awesome. And everyone's got to go to Mexico now to live because it's the warmest space.
Oh, yeah.
It came out, I think it was like 2005, 2006, something like that.
yeah.
I love it. It's I don't
Highly recommended.
highly recommended by Brandon. This is a high 5.
Ooh, you ready?
All right, let's do this, bitch. What you got for me, Trey? Go ahead. Trailers or go?
No.
Oh, TurboTax definitely ain't getting no goddamn free play around here.
TurboTax.
You ain't. There's no skip yet.
Not yet.
It's making you play the whole goddamn thing.
3 seconds.
Oh
All right,
my
we're in.
God. All right, go time.
Go.
This is the draft day Browns fan.
Draft day. Draft day, Trey. Draft day with Kevin Costner.
It's kind of cheating when it tells you the name of the.
This is draft day for Browns fans. All right, go ahead. Give us some fucking knowledge.
Kevin Costner plays the GM for the Browns, and his father's died, so he's taken his brother died, and he had
Who
to
was the
fire him.
coach, yeah.
Who was the coach?
I
and so-
forgot something about this movie, and
And Jennifer Connelly
I watched it recently.
plays
Jennifer Gardner. Garner.
Garner plays like their money management person,
Yeah.
and so he's got to make the decisions for this draft. And there's this
They're like, hey, you got to do something crazy.
Yeah.
Or we're going to fire your bitch ass.
because they want this quarterback to save their franchise. 'Cause
Oh,
it's kinda-
something.
Yeah, and so Diddy's in this movie. Clap cheeks Diddy over here.
Pause. Diddy.
Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
I watched this recently too.
Yes.
I think the craziest thing about this movie that I fucking completely forgot about
Uh-huh.
is that fucking what's his name is a fucking gangster linebacker from like Detroit. Black Panther.
Well, we got Black Panther and we got Superman.
Who's Black Panther? What's his name? Oh my god, we are pieces of shit.
Yep, you done forgot his name.
Well, everyone knows who we're talking about.
Do they?
And oh yeah, Henry Cavill is a fucking.
He's swollen shit.
He's like the
He's
quarterback, and he does an American accent, which is awesome. And you're like, he's not as swole as he is.
Chadwick Boseman.
Bosman. Yeah. Boswick.
No, Boseman.
Boseman. All right.
Yes. And so you got Tom Welling in this. You got Ellen Burstry. You got Frank Luginia and Jennifer Gardner and Kevin Costner.
Yep. All right. What do you think, Trey? What are we rating this bad boy?
I'm gonna go knuckle bump. I mean, I really enjoy the movie. I mean, it's not like
you have to be a football fan.
Yeah.
If you're not, you're like, who gives a shit?
It's just interesting to see, this guy's kind of life fall apart because of a movie makes, and then everything comes together at the end, which is awesome.
He do be fucking now.
He do. I could recommend this movie.
I can recommend it.
I can recommend it.
I can show you the world. As
you could tell, we finally got this, segment done.
What about an outro, Trey? Should we look at maybe doing an outro? You got entertained with Brandon and Trey. You got entertained.
I don't know if they'll like that. Thanks everybody for listening. You can follow us on Facebook. Pretty much any kind of social media there is out there on Hard Entertainment with Brandon and Trey.
Yep. We're working on getting the room set up so we can do some videos.
Yeah,
and not just podcast video, Trey.
Videos?
Fucking videos.
No, we ain't doing that.
The first video is gonna be me fucking Trey.
No, it ain't. It ain't gonna be that.
I'm just kidding.
Sorry, kids.
Sorry, kids. Yeah, sorry, all you kids watching this.
So we're inching closer to episode 50.
Inching. Trey, hey, real quick.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We're itching to episode 50.
All right, we're out this bitch. Appreciate y'all.
All right, catch you guys later.
See you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Are you not entertained?
Welcome to Hard to Entertain with Brandon and Trey. Take it